Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to look at the magnetization options for the Baneblade and Shadowsword variants of the super heavy tank series for the Imperial Guard. So if you want to know every single weapons options for the Shadowsword, Baneblade and all the weapons variants, this is the video for you. I'm going to teach you how to magnetize these weapons. Stay tuned. Okay, the first variant I'm going to show you is what's known as the Banehammer. So basically you place this here at the back, which is that way, like so, and then you place this part here at the back. That's what it looks like. Obviously I haven't glued it together. That just basically slides in there like that, and then you place the front mantlet there, nice and level, and then you place this here, and it's that way. I put magnets on the bottom there and on the top. If I lift this up, you can see the magnets there. So that goes there like that, and like so. And you place the two las cannons, which are two magnets magnetized on the bottom with two magnets here, and they go like that. And then you place these two parts, which are not magnetized, they just slide into position, and they just slide in there like so. There you go, that's what's known as the Banehammer. Okay, the next variant we're going to look at is what's known as the Doomhammer. It's very similar to the previous variant. So that there goes like that. Actually, I should put that way. There you go. Place it all together quickly for you. That goes like that. The two las cannons placed like that. Two front plates slide into position. Then you take this one here, and then you take, the only difference being is the Shadowsword part, which simply slides into position like that. Not magnetized, it's just based on friction. So there you go, that's the Doomhammer variant for this type of tank. Okay, this is the next variant, which is what's known as the Stormlord. Now it's a little bit complicated as to how to put it together, but nonetheless it can be achievable. Once you know how it's done, it's very easy. So what you do here is you put this the opposite way round. As you can see, it's got the more design for open top vehicles. So that place is on the back there. And then what I've done here, which is rather unique, is I've placed crewmen to man the stubbers. I actually done this modification myself. This doesn't actually come with the main kit. So what I've done is I've got some spare Imperial Guard bits and managed to make a pose as though that he's firing and manning the heavy stubbers. And here's the other guy here. He's doing the exact same thing. So what you do is very simple. I've placed a bit of plastic. These are actually not magnetized. You can magnetize them if you want, but I don't, so it's all friction based. So what you do is you place this, I think it goes that way, like that, yep, and then it simply slides together like so, and then you place the main hole, if you can fit it together, should fit there nicely like that. There you go, see how nicely it fits together. And then you place the two las cannons like that, and then you place the Vulcan Mega Bolter. That places like that, and not forgetting, I've got the top plates here. I put two magnets there, and as you can see, there's two magnets like so, and that basically goes on the top like that. As you can see, it gives you a nice fit there. And then, not forgetting, you place the two different plates, and they simply slide. So that's designed to fit the Vulcan Mega Bolter. It's more of a wider weapon to look at. Okay, the next weapons variant, or super heavy tank type, is what's known as the Stormsword. This is a little bit different to the previous tanks when it comes to the layout of the chassis. So what you do is you place this part here, that goes at the back, and then you place, instead of at the back here, you place at the front. That simply slides into position like so, supported by two plastic struts, which I'll show you in the close-up shots later. Then you place this mangle at the back, also the back, so it's nice and level, not forgetting the two las cannons, places like that. Then you place these two, they slide into position like so, and then you place this version here, that is supported by magnets, I place this supporting plastic piece on the barrel of the Stormsword, and that simply goes like that. When I did have it, first of all, this kept on drooping. I didn't want that, so I placed a bit of plastic to support that. So there you go, that's what's known as the Stormsword. Okay, the next variant we're going to look at is what's known as the Banesword. It's very simple, similar actually to the previous variant. So that places like that, and then you've got the main frame there. Then you've got the main support of the gun, the two las cannons. Then you have these two which slide into position, and then you place the long barrel nice and level, make sure it's nice and level, like so. There you go. There you go, that's what's known as the Banesword. Okay, the next weapons variant we're going to look at is what's known as the Shadowsword. Now this weapon, I'll warn you now, is very nasty against titans. What I'm going to do here, place the plate on the front there, at the front, at the back, likewise. This here goes on the top like that. Two las cannons, two sliding plates. Then you place this version here, that goes at the front. And then what's different as compared to the Banesword is the Shadowsword cannon itself. You place the Shadowsword barrel in like that, and that there simply slides into position. There you go. That there's what's known as the Shadowsword. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the Baneblade. Now, this is quite unique. Some people have a little bit of trouble as to how to magnetise this, but I've finally solved it as to how to do it. It's actually quite simple. Place a magnet here at the front, you can see there, and then on the inside of the turret you place a magnet inside there. You fill it up with green stuff, or you can use like a thick glue of some type, industrial glue, and that holds it to position there. Make sure though, however, that you have the magnet the right side up with positive to negative. It's very, very important, otherwise you'll ruin the miniature. So make sure you get the magnetization right. So basically what this does is it simply slides into position like so. And the back, I've put a spare plastic sprue here. Now you can't see the magnet, but there is a magnet behind it, and that's just about has enough magnetization. If you can see there, there is the magnet, and that simply puts this version, which is the ammo storage for the main cannon, I put a magnet there and a few sprues to make the magnetization more stronger, and that simply slides into position like that. As you can see, it's got a nice fit. You wouldn't even notice it's magnetized. And I put a spare plastic piece which is coloured in black because I had spare black plastic I used for modelling, and I cut it into position and made it look as though you can't see that plate. You wouldn't even notice it's magnetised. And what you do, it's very simple. Place the barrel and the turret on the top, and with the two las cannons, similar to the Shadowsword variant, and it simply slides into position like that. Okay, the last variant I'm going to show you is what's known as the Hellhammer, and it's very similar to the Baneblade, except there's different barrel types. You can see here at the back, and that's the Hellhammer back plate there. And there's the magnet, and that simply slides into position. Look at that, you wouldn't even notice it's magnetised. And then you place the Hellhammer cannon barrel like so. Again, filling up with industrial glue and a little bit of green stuff to fit it in nicely like that. So there all you do, place the turret on the top like so, two las cannons, and there you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a closer shot of the magnetization options for these tanks. That's how you magnetize super heavy tanks in this video. I hope this is a great help to you, and I'm a big fan of lots of options. Make the most of your kit, that's what I say to people, because there's so many options you can have in a kit, and GW now are very flexible when it comes to that sort of thing. Magnetizers have become very popular within the 40k hobby itself. I hope this video has inspired you to magnetize super heavy tanks whenever you purchase them. They're great fun to use in the battlefield. If you like this video, please don't forget to give me that thumbs up. I'd love to see that, and give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more future videos coming about magnetizing options and showcases. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.